Hey guys, how are you today? Listen, I know you see the header, the title of this, and it is called Fair Warning. I'm here today because I've been in an identity shift training for over 80 days now. And what I'm seeing is I'm seeing layers of me just fall and hit the floor. And recently, actually, it was yesterday, a layer fell off, and that layer really did something to me. And I'm just being honest, I'm almost emotional right now because this is hard for me. For women who have gone through things like me, I know you understand where I'm coming from. Right now, I'm being as transparent as I can. And I'm right now, it's like, okay, are you really going to do this? And I had to pray before I got on here because this message today comes, see, I'm already about to cry. But today, my message comes from my heart. My message comes from a place where I was hurt. So I had to pray before I got on here today because sometimes I can talk about it and I still feel the anger and still feel the bitterness. And I don't want to express that and push that on you, or I don't want you to feel that at all because it's really deliverance. It's deliverance. So, this message I got for you guys today, this is a fair warning to every woman who's ever hidden herself because of something that somebody else did. The woman who's been gaslit, the woman who's been manipulated, the woman who has been ridiculed, the woman who has been embarrassed, laughed at, told she wasn't enough, the woman who was told that they needed to lose weight, the woman who was told she needed to stay quiet, the woman she was told who somebody made her feel small, and also the woman who's carrying somebody else's word, who, and that is us. We are carrying somebody else's words from years ago. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. So before we get started, I really need you to hear me, y'all. None of that was your identity. And we have carried that all these years as if it belonged to us, as if it's a part of our luggage. And we have taken those words and stuffed them in a suitcase and carried them around with us for so long. It's not our identity. That's not who we are. None of that defines who we are. None of that gets to decide our future. And when I had that revelation, I'm like, wait a minute. I've been spending all my life in hiding. And maybe you've been doing the same thing. And why? I hid because of fear. You probably hid because of fear. I was hiding because I didn't want to upset nobody. I was hiding because I didn't want to disappoint anybody. I was hiding because I didn't want to get ridiculed or criticized. But after yesterday, something really hit me and I realized this. My purpose does not live behind any curtain. God can't use that version of me that keeps staying hid. And for you, the same thing. He gives us gifts, and that's inside of us, and can't nobody touch that. Nobody can't touch that. But guess what? If we keep refusing to be seen, we can't be used. So today I want to help somebody. I'm going to give you four corrections, four things that I believe it can help us stop stopping. And I need you to become aware of these words that you've been carrying, the words that you've been hearing for years and years. And some of us may have experienced those things today, yesterday, or even this week. Some of us have been carrying these words for 30 years. You're too big, you're too loud, you're too much, you're not smart enough, you'll never make it. Who do you think you are? And here's the problem. Some of the people have forgotten what they said, but we never did. We haven't forgotten. We've carried those words in our marriages, parenting, our children, our friendships, businesses, our health, into the dressing room, into the gym, and into every opportunity that God has put in front of us. We carry those words daily. So today I want you to ask yourself a question. Who told me that? Who told me that I wasn't enough, or who told me that I can't do it? Who told me to stay small? Because awareness is just the beginning of that healing. And it hurts to even think that that person who loved us so much would even say something like that to us. Am I right? Just because somebody said it, it doesn't make it true. Just because somebody believed it doesn't mean that you have to believe that. And just because it was somebody who said it that we really trusted, it doesn't mean that that was true. You have to ask yourself, who told you that? You've got to face that. And a lot of us have spent years and years agreeing with the things that were never meant for us. And today I want to give you correction. And when those thoughts come to your mind, I'm too old, I'm too overweight, I'm too broken, I'm too late. Nobody, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I want you to answer those thoughts. I don't accept that. This is how you probably want to write this down. I don't accept that. Make this one of the things that you're going to always say, and be okay with it, because you're not just telling yourself, I don't accept that. You're going to have to verbally tell somebody, I don't accept that. You're going to have to tell them the second thing. You're going to have to tell them, I don't receive that. And then you're going to tell them the real reason why. It's because that is not your identity. And that's what you're going to say. That is not my identity. I will not agree with those words. God never spoke that over my life. I will not agree with fear. I will not agree with shame. I will not agree with embarrassment. I will not hide anymore. These things that I'm talking about, we lived with those things so long and dealt with the consequences. We've missed out on a whole lot. When we were supposed to be in the front, we put ourselves in the back because we believe these things. We believe these things. So that is how you're going to correct the lie. Like I said, just because somebody said it, it doesn't make it true. And just because somebody believed it doesn't mean that you have to. Make sure you write these things down where you can keep them in your purse. If you're constantly around somebody who's doing these things to you, you want to let them know, I don't accept that. I don't receive that. That's not my identity. And God surely didn't speak that over my life. And you're not going to continue to speak fear in me. We have to be able to face the problem. We have to realize who's the one lying to us. And number 3, you're going to take one brave step, not 10, just one. And some of us think confidence comes first in this healing, because that's what it is. It's a healing. And even me talking about it, you can probably hear my voice change. I just want to cry. Sometimes just talking about it makes me want to cry. But it's not because I'm still there. It's just because of what I went through. But we're not there yet. We are healing from these things, and we're maneuvering those things out of our lives. Don't you believe that you need confidence first? What I'm giving you today is something that you're going to be able to apply without even thinking. And look at it like this. Sometimes people say, well, it's going to take me, and I'm going to get back to number two. Sometimes people say, well, it's going to take me some time to get over what they did, to even see the person. I want to talk to them. I want to speak with them and all these different things. You don't need to. You know, when you go to the kitchen and you got something on the stove and it's boiling over, right? You don't have to turn the stove off. You just need to turn it down. And that's as quickly as you can work, you can what do you call it? You can pivot that quickly by just turning it off or turning it down or just stopping whatever it is. You can literally stop and apply these things immediately. So don't think it takes weeks. Don't think that it's going to take you a whole year before you can move out of these things and that kind of thing. It's one of the things that I'm so glad that I have I get mentored. I have somebody that I can talk to. I'm constantly in personal development because with all the things that I mentioned to you, I face the same things. And what happens is those are the thoughts that come to that come to the forefront first. All right, let's get back to it. So, number three again, take this one brave step, not 10 now, just one of them. One day at a time, one step at a time. You do not need confidence first. I don't believe that. I think courage comes first. When you decide, I'm just going to do, that's what you do. You just do. I think that we take a step and the confidence catches up later. Maybe your brave step is going to be going to the gym. Maybe it's wearing a certain type of outfit that you've been wanting to wear. And I could be the first to tell you, I can't tell you how many times somebody has said to me or said it around me that a certain type of people shouldn't wear a certain type of outfit, and that's not for that type of person. Some of you probably do know what I'm talking about. I know you do because I couldn't, sometimes in the people that say it, it's hurtful, but you don't say nothing. You just take it. But today, remember, I've got 4 things that's going to help you move forward. So wear that outfit. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's setting a boundary. Maybe it's posting a video. Maybe it's going live. Maybe it's forgiving yourself. I don't know what your step is, but I do know this. If you continue to stay behind the curtain, you'll never know what God had waiting for you on the other side. And I believe somebody here really needs to hear that because you've just been sitting silently, idly. And there's another woman waiting for you to go first. Another woman waiting for you to go first. And that was one of the things that I realized today. I went to the gym the other day and I set the camera up to catch me from behind. And that's something that I wouldn't do unless I was smaller. So I put the video back there and I was like, oh my gosh, I must be losing my mind. I'm putting this video back here so people can see me. And I was like, oh my gosh. But you know what? I'm glad I did because I felt free. Because I've been doing things and I've been doing them in hiding. And I couldn't do it 100% me because I was hiding half of the time. So go first. That lady is waiting on you to tell your story. She's waiting on you to heal. She's waiting for you to stand up. She's waiting for you to stop hiding because your courage just might give someone else. Your courage may become her permission. Last but not least, this is the last thing. This is going to be our homework. This is the homework. And I want you to think of something that you've been hiding because of fear, because of somebody else's words. And everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own situation or whatever happened. I want you to think about that, whether it was a dream, a gift, an opportunity, one part of yourself. And I want you to make a declaration. I will not hide anymore. Listen to me. I will not hide anymore. Did you hear what I said? I will not, I'm going to just keep repeating that. I will not hide anymore. I will not hide anymore. I will not hide anymore. And if you're at home and my kids are home right now, and they may come downstairs to try to figure out, Mom, why are you talking so loud? I will not hide anymore. I will not let somebody else's opinion become my identity. I will not let fear make my decisions. I will not let shame steal my purpose. I will not hide anymore. And if you need to say it every day, say it every day. But if you think about all these things you've been hiding from, because I've been hiding too. Going to the gym, trying to put on a shirt that doesn't, trying to make sure certain ways I bend down to it's becoming uncomfortable while hiding. I'm trying to tie my shoe and I got to do it a different way. I need to do this and trying to adjust and all these different things. Guys, it's time to stop hiding. And once we stop hiding, I already know what's going to happen. We're just going to go up and keep going up and keep going up and keep going up. Because purpose does not live behind any curtain. Healing doesn't live behind the curtain. Confidence doesn't live behind the curtain. The woman God created you to be, she don't live back there either. She lives out here. She lives out here growing and learning and healing and showing up and becoming. We got to get to a place till we just stop hiding and we're okay with whatever is seen. Because guess what? I want to be seen. For those of you all who don't know who I am, my name is Rosalind Hall, and I'm here to help women to stop stopping. And one of the biggest ways that we're going to stop stopping is by refusing to hide. And if this message was for you, I want you to put 4 words in the comments below. And that is, I will not hide. Guys, tomorrow morning, I want you to take one brave step towards your new life, because we're leaving the hiding behind. Because ladies, purpose does not live behind the curtain, and you have to come out. You have to be seen. Why? Because there's someone else looking for you, and your courage is her permission. Listen, ladies, take those 4 steps and put them in place. Take those responses and have them in a place where you're not stumbling when you tell that person. You're not stumbling or stuttering when you let them know. You know what it is and you know the person. And I'm not trying to help you cause friction or anything like that, but I just want you to understand, if you continue to let those that are doing that to you, something they said, and that's all it is. It's something that they said that you now believe in, you're taking it with you everywhere you go. You got to let that go. So whatever it is, you better let them know you ain't gonna do that no more. Why? Number 1, you know who told you that. And number 2, you're gonna correct it. Listen, I don't accept that. I don't receive that. That is not my identity. I will not agree with words that God never spoke over my life. I will not agree with fear. I will not agree with shame. I will not agree with the embarrassment, and I will not hide anymore. And I can guarantee you one thing: that person will probably never say anything like that to you again. They only got 2 choices. They can say okay, or they can never speak to you again. And you know what? Quite frankly, I don't care which one it is. I'm standing on business, and I think you should stand on business too. So, guys, like I said, this was very personal for me. This is some of the things that I've gone through, and I'm pulling back the layers to find out what is my problem. It's not really a problem. It's just I've been in hiding so long, I didn't even know what I was hiding from. So, guys, I hope I hope that today you were able to get your behind out of there, come out of the closet or wherever you've been hiding from, because nobody, nobody can't stop us but God. And I know He has a bigger purpose for you that you could even dream of. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.